Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means I'm gonna go ahead and actually take these in the upright since they all fell out in the reverse. But like I was saying, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you guys find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Aries and Libra on Mondays. Also, the deck that I'm using today is called the Influences of the Angels Tarot. And if you guys are interested, as always, I have the information for personal readings in the description. Also, just as a heads up, sometimes the cards like to flip over in the deck. I do see them, however, I only really take jumpers. And the goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and then we can get started on your personal reading. So I'm going to go ahead and put these cards back. Gonna pull out 2 or 3 more cards, and then we can get started on your overall energy. All right, so I'm just going to take this time to remind you guys that if you enjoy if you enjoy the reading, the best way for me to know is by leaving a like or a comment. But your overall energy here is the Four of Swords, which is very interesting because the Four of Swords to me is usually a card about rest, right? And I feel like the fact that you're getting this as your overall card and you have the Nine of Swords in reverse leads me to believe that you're going to see a lot of letting go and a lot of relaxation now coming up. I feel like you guys have been very stressed and something has been very heavy on your mind, but now is the time to sort of let go of that, right? I feel like a lot of you guys might be itching to sort of take action or move or sort of go towards some kind of a result, but the Four of Swords reassures us that it's okay to wait and it's okay to take your time. And I feel like you guys are a little bit impatient right now, especially since you're coming out of this sort of stressed out energy. But like I said, take your time. I feel like here with the Moon card, we need to look at things sort of in your environment, right? Because the Moon card to me talks about secrets oftentimes. And I feel like there's a couple things going on here. I feel like there's going to be some kind of an information that gets revealed to you, either a secret that somebody is keeping from you or something that's sort of unlocked from your psyche. So really pay attention to what people are saying around you. Pay attention to the lyrics and the songs that you listen to. Pay attention to the numbers on the clock. Just kind of let things rattle around in your brain a little bit. Put things on the back burner. And I feel like things are just going to click in your head. I feel like you're going to talk to someone and you're going to enter a conversation and things are just going to click and make sense. And suddenly you're going to be able to move forward a little bit. And it's very interesting because we have this Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles to me usually talks about some kind of egocentricity or selfishness or refusal of giving away your resources. But I almost feel like it isn't in a very selfish way. Because I'm looking at the face of sort of the person that's depicted here on the Four of Pentacles, and I don't know if it shows up very well on film, but she's very disinterested, very almost unamused, bored. So I feel like you guys have been in that energy a lot, especially lately. And now you're sort of sitting there with your resources, I feel like even if you wanted to give out your resources, it's like people aren't very receptive. I feel like you've been trying to help people, especially in a lot of ways, and it's almost like they don't really accept your help, or they don't want your help, or like this, that, and the other. It's very weird. It's like, I don't know why I'm getting surprise party for you guys. Some of you guys might be getting some kind of a surprise party. It's not currently close to your birthday season, but maybe I'm hearing that some of you guys could have like a going away party at work or something like that, because I'm seeing this Three of Cups here. Yeah, and the Three of Cups talks about reunions, friendships, celebrations. So it almost feels like you guys are celebrating something. Seeing some kind of a fun get-together. And it's very interesting because I feel like on the surface, it's fun and it's light and it's happy, but sort of in the subconscious realm, we have this Five of Swords, which to me is conflict, is petty disagreements, is arguing. So it almost feels like this is what's in the subconscious that's coming out, but on the very like surface level, it looks like it's a party for fun or something like that. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything like a going away party, but I feel like we have this energy, especially if there's people around you that you think may be toxic. There's this sense of passive aggressiveness, I feel, amongst possibly your friend group or even family for some of you. And with this Moon card, it's going to come out. I do also want to point out the Moon card is representative of the sign of Pisces. So some of you guys might have Pisces in your chart or might be dealing with a Pisces. That's just extra confirmation. But I feel like, moreover, you have the Magician here, and the Magician is very self-sufficient is what I should say. And they're capable of striking out on their own and don't really need a whole lot of assistance from other people, and have independence and are very strong and powerful. So I feel like they have mastery of all of these four elements, and that's you right now. I feel like you are very much in this Magician power and very strong and powerful, and you almost want to take action. You almost want to talk about this person, talk to this person, you know, confront them, something along those lines. But at the same time, you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it's very interesting because we have this theme of sleeping. The Nine of Swords is lack of sleep. The Nine of Swords talks about being too stressed or unable to sleep at night. And the Four of Swords is sort of the opposite. It's resting, it's sleeping, it's taking time. So I feel like, in a weird way, this Nine of Swords is very similar to this energy of the Four of Swords, in the sense that you need to rest, you need to take your time, you need to sort of formulate a slow approach. And I feel like this is kind of telling you to hold your horses a little bit. Perhaps things are not quite as they seem, and you don't want to go and make a scene and sort of burn bridges when it turns out that you didn't have all the information, and then when you get the information, you notice, or you would want to take a different course of action, something like that. It's telling me to sort of wait on it a little bit, put it on the back burner, especially since we have this Fool card here, right? Because the Fool card is a new beginning, is powerful new beginning. So I feel like more than anything, there's going to be some kind of a change here. And I feel like this is your new beginning after the change, and the change is going to be this Tower. It almost doesn't feel like this change is about you. I feel like there might be someone or something around you that's going to change, and as a result, you're going to see a lot of this secrets coming out and passive aggression turning into confrontation. And I feel like in part that's kind of what you want to do. You kind of want to get this all squared away, but you know, don't stress out about it. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about people who are jealous or don't like to see you succeed or don't have your best interest, because it's like that saying, too blessed to be stressed. I feel like that's you. You're the Magician. You're the master of the four elements. You can manifest whatever you want right now. You're seeing this new beginning that's coming up shortly after. So just let karma do its job. Just let the Tower moment come in. And if this Tower moment belongs to you, then just roll with the punches a little bit. Accept what's coming forth to you, because whenever we see the Tower, it's a strong change that's brutal and an upheaval. And if it's yours, then you're going to see so many changes, and you're going to see so many lessons, and you're going to be able to really propel yourself forward after that. So take it easy. Don't stress out about it. But that was your reading first time around. Aries, if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps out the channel, and I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Aries videos on Mondays, but in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.